What's up, Timmy's here. Well, for any fans of the Jetsons, got some interesting news here. According to Deadline, a live-action Jetsons movie is being in the works at Warner Brothers. With Colin Trevorrow, who directed Jurassic World, on track. Trevorrow and Joe Epstein are in talks to write the script. The original animated series was produced by Hanna-Barbera on ABC from 1962 to from September 23rd, 1962 to March 17th, 1963. There's also an animated series reboot that ran from 1985 to 1987. The show followed George Jetson, corporate suit dad, and featured where flying cars, rises, and moving sidewalks, escalators. He of course works for Mr. Boss, Mr. Spacely, who, by the way, if they don't get Danny DeVito as Mr. Spacely, what are we doing? That has always been a perfect casting. Obviously, we also have George's wife, Jane, his daughter, Judy, son, Elroy, robot, Rosie, and of course, a dog named Astro. Now, I'm all for this. Obviously we've had live action shows, like live action movies based on TV shows before. Whether you talk about the Flintstones, whether you talk about Scooby Doo, Alvin and Chipmunks, whatever. This could be interesting to say the least. But Jim Carrey, most likely he's going to be portraying George Jetson. Perfect casting right there. That is something Although I think that would have been a good casting, maybe 20 years ago, probably. But hey, I'm sure Jim Carrey can still pull it off. Really happy to see him doing more stuff that is not just Sonic the Hedgehog related. I love him in Sonic, but I feel like his last films has mostly been Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm glad to see him really doing more stuff there. And Colin Trevorrow, I really quite liked the first Jurassic World movie he did, not the last one, whatever. And besides Jurassic World, he also directed that little movie with Aubrey Plaza in it called Safety Not Guaranteed. And he did that little movie with Naomi Watts in it called Book of Henry. So he has actually had some stuff I really quite like. And you know what? I feel like a Jetsons movie today is perfect in any other time. Because stuff in the Jetsons is literally stuff we're really getting in now. We got FaceTime, whatever. So I think this is perfect here. Big question is, who else are going to get you star on this one? Fingers crossed we get Danny DeVito as Mr. Spacely, because that is just a perfect casting right there. Or Peter Dinklage. I could easily see Peter Dinklage as Mr. Spacely. Either Peter Dinklage or Danny DeVito would be the perfect Mr. Spacely. But who are they going to get you play George's wife, Jane? That should be interesting casting. Who should play Judy, Elroy? Some of the casting of this is going to be interesting to see. And the original Jetsons, if you guys haven't seen it, it's an anime classic right there. Anyway, along with you guys, what are your thoughts on Jim Carrey eyeing to star in a live-action Jetsons movie? Do you think he'll be a good choice to play the role of George Jetson? Are you even interested in seeing a live-action Jetson? Were you ever a fan of the Jetsons? And who would you like to see, also starring? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is him.